Einen wunderschönen guten Mittag. Here we go. Und damit Hallöle und willkommen zum Story-Sonntag. Moment, ich hab Doppelzahn so plupp. Wie geht's, wie steht's? So. Bin frisch geduscht. War wählen. Frühstückt. Bitsy schlafen wir auch gerade, perfekt. Das heißt, wir können entspannt weitermachen mit Tales of Arise im Keil. Bin mal gespannt. Hier schon mal rein. Oder auch nicht, weil Controller sagt, nö. Jetzt? Intro weg, ja, Intro weg. Weg. Nein. Nein. Wollen wir nicht. So. Fair und Fact.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Da sind wir wieder. Im wunderschönen Keil. Und ich bin gespannt. Ich bin sehr, sehr gespannt. Was Rinwell da denn für eine Stimme gehört hat. Gut oder böse? Wir finden es raus. Bin gespannt. Achso, nee, Quatsch. Hier ging es ja... Guck mal, hier ging es zurück, oder? Genau, da ging es zurück. Wir müssen hier weiter. Da lang. Jetzt fangen die beiden doch wieder an zu spielen. Ignaz!
I won't forgive you!
Here I come! Burn!
Oh, can't be here!
Raining flash!
In a bind?
Whatever you do, just stay away from the sport!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah!
Not a
Nice
chance.
technique!
You're finished!
You want it? Do it! Shionne, astral energy! Full throttle!
Alter, 5000 Schaden, was ist da los?
Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the
Geht gut.
power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
We've sure climbed up a long way, haven't we?
Watch your step ahead. With no fencing in place, it would be quite hazardous to fall.
Ah, wir fallen schon nicht runter. Sowas würde mir niemals passieren. Aber kann man hier, glaube ich, auch gar nicht, ne? Nee. Was haben wir hier? Ananas-Gelee. Achso, ich habe gestern übrigens noch ein paar Nebenquests gemacht. Ich habe die blöden Mobs gestern noch geschafft. Die wir gestern uns noch ein paar Mal versucht hatten.
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy crap! It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
Raining
Chain between heaven
Dragon
and earth!
Swarm!
Away with the lightning!
Do it! Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Das andere auch schon kaputt. Ja.
Take this!
Okay.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foes. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Now or never.
You all tucked away!
Man weicht mir doch nicht aus. Blödes Ding.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
So. Also wir haben nicht mehr so viele Nebenmissionen offen. Ich habe das noch offen. Das habe ich nicht geschafft, dieses Viech da. Dieses einhornmäßige Viech. Das ist sowieso noch ein bisschen länger offen, glaube ich, bis wir alle Eulen gefunden haben. Und das mit diesen Tempeln da. Geistertempel, der Turm und dieses Erdding, wo wir gestern schon drin waren. Das ist auch noch zu stark. Aber da gibt es auch ordentlich Belohnung für, ne? Ach, Sushi. Geil. Glückskatzenstatue, brennendes Blut. Ah, das ist wahrscheinlich ein Buch für Rinwell. Sieht jedenfalls so aus, keine Ahnung. Und mega viel Geld. Das ist nicht ganz so viel. Trommeln der Legende, okay. Ich finde die Belohnung für den Eulenwald echt enttäuschend. Also es ist nicht viel, was man dafür kriegt. Aber ne.
Onward and upward.
So. Gehe ich jetzt erst da hoch oder? Nee, ich gehe erst geradeaus weiter. Okay. Hallo.
Out of our way!
Right here. I got
In the wind!
you. Picked the wrong fight.
Confiscated! They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious! The flip magic is hear my call!
We got flyers.
I've got this! Make it right! Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
My turn.
Falling storm!
Dragon
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
Aua, aua.
An outstanding
Dragon swarm.
Will this help?
Sonic thrust.
Hör mal auf mich zu penetrieren hier.
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
No complaints here. Raining coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. My turn. Can't get out of this.
Hear me!
Blow
Flame
away.
of fury!
Dragon swarm.
Glacial
The
spear!
flame
Now,
inside
Evo!
is yours.
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. May a thousand come naturally. Hurricane flight! This one's
Da lebt er auch noch.
Raining slash.
So, was haben wir hier
Lady
Feines?
Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Königliche Weste. Eine Weste, die mit ihrem vorzüglichen Schutz und ihrem Fashion-Aussehen einst durchaus einem König gehört haben könnte, wie Gerüchte behaupten.
We got some good.
Ja. Hello. Hätte ich mir diese 4 Weste gar nicht kaufen brauchen.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Egal. Wir wollen ja alles haben, ne? Die 2 Stinknasen doch wieder wach.
that shining foe over there?
Gerade sie schlafen gelegt ein.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
You picked the wrong fight. Dragon swarm.
In here!
Blow away.
I'll be saving this
This one's gonna be tough.
bastards made one.
Here I come.
A freezing
You're
storm!
finished.
They're surrounding us!
Raining slash.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
It's over.
No complaints here!
Dragon swarm.
May a thousand gales tear your Gemini offload!
Coming through.
Gusty nail!
Dragon swarm. Not a chance.
Burning strike!
Strike.
Illuminate the dark!
It's
This
on.
one's mine! Crescent move! This is it!
You're mine.
Do it!
You're finished.
All yours, Kisara!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well,
Das Licht
look
ist so
who's in a
geil
bright and
gemacht.
shiny mood.
So schön aus. Dann gehen wir doch erstmal hier lang. Blumenmantel. Ein dunkles, langes Gewand, das Attentäter in aller Welt tragen, weil die Farbe praktischerweise hässliche Blutspritzer unsichtbar macht.
I found some equipment.
Mantel... War er, ne? Oder? Ja.
Let me take a look at it.
Nee, nee, Alfen, das ist nicht für dich. Das ist für Dohalin. Ranggelee und... eine Stufe 4. Wir wollen Stufe 5 Ärzte. Oh Gott, was seid ihr denn?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
May a thousand gales tear you to shreds! Inferno
Raining slash. Eat dirt.
Gusty nail!
Try harder. Not a chance.
No matter what, nothing gets
Dragon
past my
swarm.
shield.
Lightning condemned! Thunder flag assault!
In a bind?
Krieg ich eine Heilung, Shionne?
Flaming
Here,
meteor!
let me help.
Inferno crossing!
Can't move.
Will this help?
You overwhelmed
Nichts.
save you.
A wailing banshee of lightning! Healing
Critical.
here!
Down.
Play
You're
nice!
off.
I'm
I owe
already
you one for that.
away!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than
Danke.
done.
A chain between heaven and earth. It's time to finish this!
Ach so, die waren ihre Ulti, deswegen hat sie wahrscheinlich nicht.
Consuming wildfire!
Die hatten Überlimit.
Here, let me help.
Wir hauen aber auf jeden Fall ordentlich an.
Be
Danke.
careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
In here.
I'll do better.
May 1,000 kills tear you to shreds.
Raining slash!
He nails.
Flaming meteor!
Lightning thrust! I'm not done!
I never miss.
Luna Rondo!
Here's
You
the
require a
in
hand.
the wind.
Here goes!
Raining
Take this!
Shattering the pieces. Attack!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Azure Storm!
Healing
Sonic
circle.
Crush! It's on! Eat dirt!
Going in.
Here's the evil. Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Vanquish darkness.
Glacial
Mega
Fire!
Philosophy.
Tiger Blade!
Here's the healing arc.
Nothing
Lightning
gets by
Blade.
me!
Purge malevolence.
Here I come.
Far enough. Magic.
Bla bla bla.
Radiant shield.
Blew
I'll be
away!
saving this one.
Sonic
Going
Crush!
here. Let me help.
Gale force.
Oh, too shy to come over.
Dragon
Here,
Swarm!
let me help.
Lightning
Blew
condemned.
away!
No more playing nice.
The earth throbs in pain.
Do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
So, einer weg.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Hurricane
Armor won't save you!
Celestial hammer.
Going in!
This one's all mine!
Ice prison.
Flaming Meteor! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire!
Water. Hear my call.
Die Ulti gerade ziemlich oft, wa?
Hurricane Flight!
Raining Slash!
This one's mine!
Dance in the wind.
Dragon
Here's the
In
heal.
the sky, it's mine!
I'll
Shot!
save
No
it. Glacial
escape!
spear. Here's the
Hurricane,
evil.
make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Moment.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Nee. Aber Küchenzeile gibt's nicht. Okay, investieren. Kiste. Was haben wir hier? Hi Caro und danke für den Löck. Ein Geistreif, ein Armreif, der jedes Mal HP wiederherstellt, wenn der Träger einen Gegner besiegt. Ah, okay. Zwiebelniebel! Vielen Dank für deinen Resub im 10. Monat, mein Lieber. Dankeschön. Hattest du nicht diesen Monat schon abonniert? Du hast doch im September schon mal abonniert. Oder bin ich gerade verwirrt? Aber wahrscheinlich hörst du mich eh nicht, weil du nicht gespoilert werden willst. Aber Dankeschön. Kein Plan? Okay. Wow. Ich kann ja gucken. Vor 23 Tagen hast du abonniert. Aber gönn dir. Dankeschön. Ich lauf falsch rum. Ich bin blöd. Blond und manchmal auch ein bisschen blöd. Money. Goldstück. Money ist gut, weil ich bin ein bisschen pleite. Hallo, ihr Schwabbels. Ich mach euch kaputt, ihr Schwabbels.
You're mine!
Illuminate the dark.
You picked the wrong fight!
One for that.
Dragon Swarm!
Holy
This
red.
one's mine!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Azure
I'll
Storm!
heal you all. A wailing Celestial lightning.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Thanks, Shionne.
Be careful not to
Ah, es war
overdo
zu
it.
spät.
I'm sorry.
Into the shadows.
Now!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilated. Annihilation.
Blew away!
Lightning
Here
orb.
I come!
Der Herrscherschlag macht so viel Schaden. Das ist so geil.
Now. Lightning. Downfall. Malevolence.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm gone.
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer!
Und
Bam! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
die beiden zusammen, ne? Die machen bisher mit den Finisher am meisten
This could be
Damage mit
useful.
11.000. Schon krass. Und ein Glückskiesel. Ein Quäntchen Glück.
Gotta break through!
Erstmal das fliegende Viech weg, ja.
Firmament
Dragon Swarm!
Here! Tiger Blade! By the
Blow
power
away!
of water!
You're mine! You're finished!
Ow.
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Come and face me! Ready, smash!
I'll take you all on.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Flare Demolisher!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always.
Do it!
Probably
Light burst forth!
radiant
Die beiden.
division.
Und 4.000, glaube ich.
No escape! This one's all mine! Blow away!
Tempest whirl.
I can feel my precision improving.
Hallo. Was machen Sie da? Eben Spann spielen, okay. Ah, stopp. Da ist noch was. Ein Zitronengelee, das wollen wir mitnehmen. Wir lassen hier nichts zurück. Alter, da war ganz schön viel drin.
Out of our way!
Here I come!
Firmament
Burn it!
render.
Damn it! Dragon Swarm!
Now we're not.
Raining flash! Lunar Arc! Pierce through! Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Mirage!
Water!
Blow
Here I
away!
go!
Raging cascade.
Prepare to be sealed, though,
We're
fleet.
evil.
Actually, perhaps the ground is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Round and
Lunar corruption.
Dragon Swarm!
by the power of water!
Strike!
This one!
Bleib doch mal hier.
Make it rain!
Bla bla
In
bla.
an instant! Impact Claw!
Magic is
This one's all mine!
the shadows.
Lewis! Time to let it rip! Dragon
Tiger
Swarm!
Blade! Here! Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
So. Ba, 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 ba. Oh nein, oh nö. Nö. Nicht wieder ihr Spacken.
I won't forgive you!
Burn in hell! Dragon Swarm!
Take
With a
this!
shot!
Blow away!
Queen heaven.
Raining
I'll
flash!
body slam us into next week.
Take it! Dragon Swarm!
This one's
No
mine!
further.
Here, let me help!
Azure Storm!
Shield.
Pierce through!
Get on in there
Sonic!
with the others.
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Yeah! Magna Ray!
Raining flash! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! The flame inside me is yours! I'll burn it all!
Eigentlich mal wieder der andere Move.
Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Kommt irgendwie echt selten und ich weiß nicht, wie das irgendwie,
Not today!
na sag schon,
Illuminate the dark.
steuern kann, welcher nicht kommt.
Blow away! Now I can let loose!
Between heaven and earth.
Going in!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
It's over!
You're on!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar blast. Firmament render.
This one's all mine! Sonic
Tiger Blade!
In a bind?
You're mine!
Into the shadows.
Igneous Charge!
Magna ray focus. Annihilation. Into the shadows.
Dragon
Now.
Swarm! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hey Mäuschen. Aber nicht auf die Playstation, da werde ich böse.
Not today!
Holy Gale, tear you to shreds!
Raining slack!
Down!
Blew away!
Seven-Eye Aqua!
Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust!
Spear.
And
Here it is.
Storm!
Discharge.
Purge Blaze Lancer!
Raining slack!
Here's a healing Blaze Lancer!
You're finished!
Crazy Boom! Air Thrust!
Make it break.
Goodwill!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
We can really make weapons with this?
Die gehen aber... Oh, mega Fauna-Knochen, die brauchen wir, glaube ich. Für Waffen. Ich habe irgendwie mit ihm nichts mehr zu skillen, ey. Wir müssen entweder Novizentraining abschließen oder Sündenklinge basteln. Ich hoffe, dass wir die Sündenklinge jetzt basteln können. Könnt ihr oben reinscannen, aber das will ich nicht, weil das von den Kostümen kommt. Oh. Oh. Speichern. Oh ja. Okay. Gut, die chillen auf ihrem Kratzbaum. Perfekt. Let's go.
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Bin ich gegen so ein ähnliches wie schon mal gekämpft? Mit den blöden Tentakeln?
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off!
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
Whoa.
Oh,
This one's all mine!
Crossblade!
Blew away! Burn in hell!
I'm out of
Dragon
ammo!
Swarm!
Back into the fray!
Take this! It's
Mega
over!
Ray!
Mirage!
Annihilation!
Dragon Swarm!
Wow.
Burning Strike! Glacial
Ein bisschen
Spear!
schwierig, das in der Luft zu treffen.
You're
Freeze
finished!
Lancer!
Lunar Rondo! Mirage!
I'll smash
Bräuchte halt mal.
Radiant
Here I come! It's over!
Macht das jetzt, oder?
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Freeze
Dragon
Lancer!
Swarm!
Glacial Prime and Freeze Lancer!
Now or never.
Lunar
I
Rondo!
never miss!
Mirage!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Blow away!
Dafür machen wir noch erst Schaden, wenn die Dinger kaputt sind, kann das sein? Weil oben die leisten sich die gar nicht ab.
Radiant Pierce! Come forth, holy glimmer!
You're
None
mine!
shall
It's
escape my
over!
judgment! Chain
You're
between
on!
heaven and earth!
Lunar Rondo!
Away, Dandium Lightning! Did Radiant
We don't have firearms here on Dana. I can show you
Ah,
mine if
ein
you
Arm
like.
ist kaputt,
That would be
okay.
really awesome, Shionne.
Auf den nächsten.
No escape! Lunar Rondo! Mirage!
Radiant Pierce!
Burn in hell!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Swarm!
Weg.
Healing Circle!
Thanks!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword,
and with my thorns.
Hallo, ich will springen, danke.
Here I come!
I'm out of arrows.
Luna Rondo!
No further.
Freezing storm!
Here I come! Luna Rondo!
Tornado! Plenty left!
Mirage!
Glacial spear. Pierce even the marksman hand.
Tear! Hurricane thrust!
Thousand gales.
Mirage!
Shreds.
Glacial, where are you going?
Gusty nail.
Habt ihr es getroffen?
Here I come!
Tempests. And next time
Mirage!
eliminate the dark.
Flare
Tornado. Holy glitter.
It's on!
Holy light.
Der auch weg.
Came between heaven and earth.
Next one.
Through armor!
Here, wailing
Look
Geschichte
sharp.
lightning.
You're mine!
Here.
You're finished!
Divine save.
Tear! Hurricane thrust!
I'm out of arrows.
Mirage!
Look sharp!
Blow away! Try harder! My turn!
Annihilation.
Burn!
Purge malevolence.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Burning strike.
Blow
Glacial
away!
spear!
It's time! Dragon
Go
sword!
in!
Came between heaven and
Ow.
healing arc. First aid.
No
A
further.
wailing dancy of lightning.
You're mine! It's over!
Hurricane
Mirage!
None shall escape my
You're
judgment.
mine! Lightning thrust!
guard.
Take this! You're finished!
All disaster.
Tear! Hurricane thrust!
Plenty left!
Glacial spear.
You're
Pierce
finished!
evil.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Lass das, du dummes Ding.
I'm not done!
You're really
What?
strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, reassuring to have you around. As impressive as always.
Ah, here I hoped I was improving.
No, I
More
mean, you're even
Zuko?
better. Keep calm and take them down!
You picked the wrong fight!
Jetzt Spawn auch. Spawn.
Healing arc. First aid.
Okay, here. Take this! Dragon swarm! Blow away! Take this!
Machen gleichzeitig, wir erst den Arm kaputt haben.
Where are you
An
going?
astral art?
That's my cue.
My turn! Shut him down!
Jetzt jetzt
Here I come!
Lightning.
besser ist.
Purge
It's on!
malevolence. Arctic. Here's a healing arc. First aid.
I'm not done!
Now for something. I'll cover you.
As a
Dance in the
storm!
wind.
Glacial fire!
Ready and
Came
clear!
between heaven and earth.
Thrust!
This one's mine!
Pierce through!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Now! Okay, here I go!
On guard!
Hurricane
Explosive ray! No escape!
I think the
Mein
enemy's
Kaffee,
getting
danke.
desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't tip your hand, though.
You picked the wrong fight!
Heaven and earth.
Swarm!
Komm her.
Far enough!
Gemini Aqua. Annihilation.
How about this?
Radiant.
Hurricane strike!
I'm all
Take
fucked up.
this!
Annihilation. Illuminate.
Ist ich jetzt schon da auf die Mitte drauf? Ich kann nirgendwo anders mehr drauf. Okay.
Earth. Holy glimmer. Holy
You're
glimmer.
mine.
Sky is came between heaven and earth. Freezing storm. Oh, confiscated.
Where are you going?
I could do without
Here's a
this pain!
healing arc.
Luna Rondo!
First aid.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
None
Tear!
shall escape my
Luna
judgment.
Rondo! Mirage! You're mine! Tear!
You do it!
Jetzt mal, hä? Was wird da?
Is it over?
What the hell is going on?
It's too dangerous! Stay back!
Redwell!
Macht sie.
What's going on here? This warmth.
Dan?
Was passiert da? Doll, du Nase. Lass Shionne und Alphen in Ruhe.
Rinwell, are you okay?
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened when we fought Balsef back in Calaglia?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit vessel?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened here, just with way more astral energy and a bigger monster.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing, but it's just speculation. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel, but we still haven't seen anything like that happen in our dealings with them.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevent such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird to anyone?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note, how are you holding up, Rinwell?
I just can't work out why. Why the voice reached out to me first.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that I was the one to hear it. Sorry. That's a strange thing to think, isn't it? Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Inversion abgewendet.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Well then.
Actually, I've heard it's easier to develop muscle aches when going down.
Seriously?
So, willst du auch kuscheln kommen? Dein Bruder kuschelt hier schon mit mir. Hm? Da ist Platz für euch beide. Auf meinem Schoß. Luna. Okay.
Everything all right? You kind of looked like you wanted to get something off your chest.
Huh? Oh,
Or not, you know, whatever.
yeah. You know...
Yeah?
Sorry, never mind. Just forget it.
You want to try being a little less cryptic, maybe? All right, jeez. Sorry for taking an interest.
Stop it! It's okay, Hootle! Sorry. I guess I still don't really know how to put it into words.
Nah, that's fine. No rush. It might help you to talk about it, though.
I'll keep that in mind. And thanks.
Ja. Und nun? Geht's hier weiter, wa? Oder nicht? Verschlossen. Das war's jetzt hier, oder was? Kehre zur verborgenen Werft auf Mahavas Schiff zurück. Vor allem ein hässlicher Turm. Der ist gar nicht hässlich. Ich kann nicht schnell reisen, okay. Dann passierte doch gleich noch was. Upp. Na,
Right, here goes! You're mine!
egal. EP sind EP.
Going in.
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar arc!
Blew away!
I owe you, Shionne. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Voll die Keule auf den Kopf gekriegt.
Take this!
Glacial spear.
It's
Here's
no
the evil.
further!
Punch
Dragon
it.
Swarm!
Raging storm. Freeze laser.
I can carve through armor!
Instant.
Be still!
Illuminate
Escape!
I could do without you.
Aua.
Charge like that could easily be faced.
Just as well, I'm
Hold
here to
nothing back!
stop.
A wailing banshee of
Dragon
lightning.
Swarm!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
This one's
mine.
Divine savior.
Let's go! Sonic
Tiger
Thrust!
blade. I'll heal you
Last
all.
shot!
On guard.
I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Gatsching, gatsching.
Here, let me help.
Der lebt ja immer noch.
Ignite!
Look sharp.
Back into the
Dragon Swarm!
Take it. Help. May a thousand gales
Raining
carry you
Slash!
away.
The earth throbs in pain.
Going in. Glacial spear.
Let's keep up the pressure.
Tiger blade. I never miss. Holy land.
Dragon
Between
Swarm!
heaven and earth. I'll heal you all.
Now you've
A
gone and
wailing
ticked
banshee
me
of
off.
lightning.
Wozu habe ich Kisara eigentlich in der Gruppe, wenn die nicht wegtankt hier?
Nothing gets by me.
Here's the evil.
Dragon Swarm!
Look, I've taken too many hits.
I'll smash you!
Their arts were interrupted.
Here's a healing.
That's all!
Gusty nail.
Burn in hell!
Ready to go. Here I go.
Raining Slash!
On
Lightning.
guard.
Downfall.
Inferno
away.
crossing.
Here I come!
Supernova.
It's over!
On guard.
Do it. Cascade.
Rinwell!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Here goes.
You require a hand.
Burning strike. Healing
Dragon
power.
Swarm!
Appreciate the help. Far enough.
Blew away! I owe you one!
Get on in
Can't
there with
get
the
out of
others.
this.
Gemini Aqua.
Blew away!
By the power of water.
Rinwell.
It's nothing.
Azure Storm!
I'm all right.
Dragon Swarm!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Going in.
Here I come!
A wailing banshee of lightning.
I'm out of ammo.
Try harder!
I'll heal a thousand gales. Tear you to shreds.
Dragon Swarm! Burn!
I can do this all day.
Make it rain.
Watson, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Oh, die Ärzte sind auch schon wieder da. Nice. Was hast du dich denn jetzt erschrocken, ha? Ein Erweckungskiefer.
This will be a super in the sky. Come on. Tempest
Raining!
Storm.
Try harder! Mike, I'll take you all off!
Steel hammer.
Raining Slash!
Falling storm. Puddle.
Dragon
Photon
Swarm.
blast.
Crescent
I'm
moon.
not done!
You require a hand.
Air lion power. Chain between heaven and earth. A wailing
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
I be saving glacial
Dragon
spear.
Swarm.
Here's the evil. Ow.
Blew
Freeze
away!
laser.
Mano, hört auf mir
Dragon
auszuweichen.
Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Dragon Swarm!
On guard. Magna ray.
Sonic Thrust!
Lightning.
Flaming
Take
meteor.
it!
Inferno
Ah!
crossing. Look sharp.
Oh, violent starting.
You're mine! It's on! Ha! Ignite!
Magic is there. Air thrust.
Blew away!
Chain between heaven
I
and
think
earth.
the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't tip your hand, though.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was
Ba, ba, ba,
improving.
ba.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
Wow. Look what I just found.
Brace yourselves. This one's tough.
Never miss.
Crush.
Come forth, the healing of purity. Annihilation.
Raining slash.
Time to shine.
Pierce through.
Your wings won't save you from me.
Azure
Now.
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Going in.
No escape!
Sleep now. Healing.
Shionne, please, danke.
Dragon swarm!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Eat dirt!
In here. Here. Let this will come in handy. First aid.
Okay, I have no limits. Dragon swarm!
Where that came from?
Sonic thrust!
This
Azure
one's mine.
storm!
Raging
Switch off! Rain! Try harder! My turn!
By the power of
Dragon chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Will this help? Hurricane flight.
Dragon
Can't be
swarm!
swirled. Healing flaming reach.
Blew away!
Celestial hammer.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
I can feel my power growing!
Level 42. Also leveln kann man hier echt gut.
Whoa.
Deswegen auch gar nicht so verkehrt, dass wir den Weg noch zurücklatschen müssen.
No choice! Here I come!
Vanquish darkness. Where are you
Blew
going?
away!
Lunar corruption. Tiger
Take
blade.
this!
Hurricane divine streak.
Ready
Now.
to reboot!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burn in hell!
By the power of water.
Sonic thrust!
Lightning.
Pierce through! Dragon swarm!
Make it rain. Kisara. Frozen.
Hammer!
Take it. Disruption.
Not a chance!
Hurricane
Raining slash! Blew away! Dragon swarm!
Make it rain.
Kisara! Commander of heavens! Phoenix Cyclone!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
Und klar, das kleine Wunder, weil das Schild nicht tragen kann. Von Muckisha. Ja. Nehmen wir die beiden auch noch mal mit? Ja, wa? Let's do this!
That's far enough!
Here I come!
Dance in the wind.
Switch
Move
top.
up.
Raining
And
slash!
thrust. A chain between
Now
dawn
you
and
see what
earth.
I can do! You're
Denied. Fancy of lightning. Lunar corruption.
Blow away.
Savior.
Azure storm!
Sleep now.
Now or never.
I'll be saving you. Hurricane strike. A whirling
It's
water.
over.
Hear my call. Spread.
In a bind?
Time to let it rip! Take this! This one's all mine!
Hurricane strike.
Sonic thrust!
Can't be
Azure
swallowed.
storm!
Here's what the marksman
Raining
has.
slash! You're finished! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet
Ich mach
Inferno!
viel zu selten diese Haltenattacken. Fällt mir gerade mal so auf, ne?
First
I
aid.
know you are! Ignite!
Here
Here I come!
Hurricane strike.
Raining slash!
Hier zum Beispiel.
Good!
Going in.
Explosive ring!
Viel zu selten.
Wailing through. By the power
Be
of
still!
Lion Scales. Tear you to
Lunar
shreds.
Rondo! Mirage!
In here.
Dazzle!
Now or never.
Yeah.
Time to
Here I
shine.
come! Now I can let loose!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my thorns.
Shionne.
Dragon swarm!
Here's evil.
Hurricane! Take it away! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself
Hi, Ente,
finished!
Ente, Ente. Na du. Alles gut?
Hurricane strike.
Ja, den hab ich schon.
Going
Try
in.
harder! My turn!
Hurricane
Azure storm!
Going in. You get the
Blast the shot!
You get the
The
dead.
flame inside me
Let's keep
yearns
up the
to be
pressure.
let free!
Tiger
Dragon
blade.
swarm!
Hurricane
Now I
strike.
can let loose!
Thanks, Shionne.
Be careful not to overdo it.
Stop
I'm
its
sorry.
charge!
Thanks, Kisara. Gemini Aqua.
Here I come!
Ray.
Dragon swarm!
Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Soweit gut und selbst bei mir auch.
Tiger blade!
Alles schicki, Waniki.
That took more energy than I expected.
Wie immer. Alles gut. Gut, gut, gut.
I won't forgive you.
Take this!
Illuminate
Eat
the
dirt!
Hurricane's healing circle.
Raining slash!
What would I do without you? A chain between your
Arrow!
trainers. Too shy to come over. A wailing
Here,
dancing
you're
dragon.
mine.
I never miss.
Dragon swarm!
In here.
It's over!
I'll be
You're mine! You're finished!
Glacial
Raining
spear.
slash!
Here's evil.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Dragon swarm!
Hört mal, was du oben musst, was Papierkram machen, mach das. Also danke für dein Lassen.
Flame inside me yearns to be lit.
Well, looky here.
Danke, danke. Und viel Spaß bei deinem Papierkram, wenn man das wünschen kann. Ba, 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 ba. Hier ist richtig.
I won't forgive you.
Dragon swarm!
Got you. Mega ray. Raging
No further!
Glacial fire.
Strike!
Tiger blade.
You picked the wrong fight!
Let me help.
Dragon swarm!
First aid.
Dazzle!
Leave the charge. Mega ray.
Rising Phoenix! Huh, I'm not done!
Rising Phoenix.
Try this!
By the power of water.
Explosive ring!
Annihilation.
Not feeling so hot.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I'll heal you all.
My turn!
This one's mine.
Blow away! Come one, come all!
Thanks. Going in. Just what I
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Thanks, Shionne.
Right. Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
I'm okay, guys.
Little help.
Take this! Dragon
I
swarm!
never miss. On guard. Tempest whirl.
Raining slash!
Cyan instant. All disasters
Rising
made one.
Phoenix!
Come
Dragon
forth, healers
swarm!
of purity. Hurricane strike. Going
It's
in.
over! It's
Get
done!
behind me. Gemini off.
Here I
Hurricane strike.
come!
On guard.
Dragon swarm!
Do it. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Come naturally.
swarm.
Here. Hurricane strike. On guard.
Raining slash!
20 left.
The heavens must be smiling.
Spirale können wir auch nicht benutzen, okay. Das heißt, wir müssen da lang. Mir war doch die beiden Ärzte mit. Und habe ich keinen Bock drauf? Den würde ich jetzt mal skippen. Oder auch nicht, kommt man gar nicht mehr vorbei, okay.
Here I come! Ignite!
Look
Dragon swarm!
instant. Look sharp. Wind astral energy. Rage of your head.
Explosive
There. Here.
Denied!
There you go. Don't let up.
This one's
Rising
mine!
Phoenix!
Here's a
Take
healing
this!
arc. Raging
You're
cascade.
finished. Raining slash!
I can
Water.
shoot all
Hear my
day.
call!
Flaming meteor. Spread.
No further!
Primed and ready. In here. This one's mine. Just for spin. Handy.
Blow away!
Supernova.
You're mine!
Amazing. Back into the fray. Seal.
I'll smash you!
Flaming meteor.
Dazzle!
I'll be saving
Rising...
Igneous
I'm
discharge.
not done! Dragon take this!
Tiger blade.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Dragon swarm!
Water. Hear my call.
Burn!
Inferno crossing. Spread.
Dragon swarm!
Glacial spear. Here's the
Try
evil.
this.
Dance in the wind.
Explosive ring!
Hurricane. I'll be saving this one.
Raining down!
Like astral energy.
You're mine.
Hurricane strike.
Dragon swarm!
On guard. Tornado. Hurricane strike.
Blow away! Rinwell!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
Jetzt mal kurz gucken, was sie da schon wieder rumspielen. Mit was? Hey.
All in a day's work.
Zack.
Chargers to me!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
On guard!
Searing flame!
Blow away! Radiant
None shall
Slash!
escape my judgment!
I can shatter any steel!
This
Take
one's
this.
mine!
It's over!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
This one's mine!
Illuminate
Radiant Slash!
primed and ready!
You're
Right
finished!
here! I got it!
We turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back. You're mine!
I'm all stopped
Take it,
to the
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Gravity of lightning!
This one's mine!
Blow away!
Weg den Schmutz.
Thank goodness we won!
Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Den nehmen wir auch noch mit. Fluch. Rächer.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Get out of this!
Carry it to shreds! Mega ray! Crescent moon!
Be still!
Tiger Blade!
Rising Phoenix!
Inferno Crossing!
You're finished!
Hard malevolence!
Glacial
Spear! Pierce evil!
Here I come! Eat dirt!
Now we're not.
Here I come!
Get on in there with the others! Healing will
Blow away!
now!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Here
Take this!
Sighted! And again!
Blow away!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Ich muss mal eben was gucken. Habe ich nicht mit ihm jetzt auch... Einäscherungswelle. Das hatte ich doch gelernt, oder nicht? Mit ihm? Einäscherungswelle war doch... Flammende Schneideexplosion. Doch nicht. Schade. So.
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
Ja, Shining nehmen wir mit, ne?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Dragon Swarm!
One more!
Radiant Slash! Rising Phoenix! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning orb!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for
Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah!
Not a
Nice
chance.
technique!
You're finished! Mirage!
Glacial spear! Supernova!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Ba, 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 ba.
We won that by a mile!
Kann ich hier schon runterspringen?
No choice!
Killergurke!
Dragon Swarm!
Primed and ready!
Try this! Explosive ring!
Inferno Freeze Lancer!
Raining slash! Blow away!
Thousand gales! Carry it to shreds!
Bang.
Flight! Gusty nail! None shall escape my judgment!
This one's all mine!
Air thrust!
Rising Phoenix!
Heaven and earth!
Here I come!
A whirling fantasy of lightning! Field! Annihilate!
You're feistier than you look. Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic!
You're mine!
Spread!
Du-du-du.
No complaints from me.
Upp.
Hoodle?
Ne, Hudel?
Gotta break through!
This one's mine!
Here I come! Burn in
This
hell!
one's mine!
Gemini Aqua!
Dragon swarm!
Look sharp!
Annihilate divine!
This one's not!
Explosive ring!
On guard! Hurricane!
Flying freaks!
Make it rain!
Ridwell, astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. All disasters
You're mine!
made naturally.
Look
I
sharp.
never miss.
Dazzling
Bring
spin!
flash!
Make it
Live!
rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Nicely done.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Don't mind if I do.
This one's not!
Dragon swarm! Lightning thrust! Rising
It's
phoenix!
showtime! Into the shadows! Air
Dragon swarm!
Lightning!
Right here! I got you!
Explosive ring!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of heavens!
Yoga, yoga.
Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Mirage!
This one's mine!
Leave
Blow away!
No complaints here.
Appreciate the help.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Whoa!
Ich weiß nicht, Lore. Aber ich weiß, dass wir jetzt hier raus können. Tausio!
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegis.
Ja, ich wusste es.
Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia, so chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
Bestimmt da, wo wir noch nicht durchkamen.
This is it.
Yeah,
Vermute
as
ich mal.
long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland.
Ja, das machen wir. Zack. Hört sich so an, als wäre alles gut gelaufen. Wie wäre es, wenn wir die Segel setzen und zurück zum Hafen von Mark Saar schippern? Hm? Ja, bitte. Mehr Nase.
Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shionne.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shionne. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shionne.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Aber so wirklich öffnen tut sie sich trotzdem nicht, ne?
Still. If that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Was muss sie tun?
I think it's safe to rest here now. Wenn ich mich recht erinnere, habt ihr alle eine Angel, oder? Schon mal drüber nachgedacht, sie ins offene Gewässer zu werfen? Sagt nur Bescheid und wir stechen in See.
Bloß auch ein bisschen Hochseefischen. Ich kann ein feines Plätzchen. Ich zeig's euch. Mal eben austesten. Habe ich noch nicht gemacht. Ich habe mir gestern noch eine neue Angel geholt, by the way. Wir haben jetzt hier die Anfängerangel.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
War das ein Hai?
Where should I cast
Das ist
my
auf jeden Fall ein
line?
ganz schön dicker Fisch. Ich glaube nicht. Oh Gott. Ein Thunfisch? Ja, genau dich will ich. Komm her. Ja, ja, ja.
There we go.
Okay, okay. Fetter Thunfisch. Okay, das dauert Stunden. Bis ich den raus hab. Ah! Alter! Volle Konzentration hier. Das sieht aber bis jetzt gut aus. Ich darf mich nur nicht verklicken. Hab ihn! Wow. Dicker Thunfisch, dicker Thunfisch.
Boy,
Oder?
that's a bit of a letdown.
Alter.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Blaurücken Thunfisch und der ist nicht bei Stufe 3. Der bringt bestimmt einiges an Kohle. Holen wir dann nochmal die anderen raus hier. Komm her. Eis an, danke. Was haben wir da? Oh. Sieht aus wie ein Standard-Barsch oder sowas. Aber maybe ein sehr großer. Auf jeden Fall ist er ganz schön zäh hier, der Brocken. Komm schon.
I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Remarkable.
Granaten.
You're top of the food chain.
Okay. Bindflugköder.
Everything looks fine with the lure.
Den nochmal? Mit den
Alright,
nochmal. Und das
let's do
Schweinchen
this.
nachher noch.
Yeah.
Das andere ist wieder der Thunfisch, ne?
All right.
Bam, badam. Aber ich glaube, das ist wieder der rote. Das ist ein anderer jetzt. Hat halt so viel Nebenkammer machen, das ist so toll. Wir müssen gleich Waffen herstellen. Das ist viel wichtiger. Waffen, Waffen, Waffen.
I reeled us in a big one.
I can't believe you caught that with a
Hatten wir auch
rod.
noch nicht.
Amazing.
Glaube ich. Okay, reicht erstmal.
Looks like it was well worth coming out here to the ocean to fish, judging by your haul.
Yeah, I can't complain with a catch like this. Dinner tonight's going to be a real good one.
Hell yeah!
What do you care?
You're always happy as long as you're full.
Not always. I mean, okay, yeah, sure. Having a full stomach is close to the maximum amount of happy I can be. But Kisara's cooking is just so amazing. Even you can't deny that.
Well, sorry for not being able to cook as good as her then.
What? That's not what I said at all.
Anyway, what are you planning to do with that fish? Grill it? Turn it into a sashimi? Personally, my vote's for something Kisara?
Sorry. Can you, not talk to me
Ah, sie hat ihre Seekrankheit, ey.
right now?
Hey, are you all right? Your face is as white as a ghost.
It might be more accurate to say green.
What happened? She was doing okay until just a few seconds ago.
Actually, I think I remember her mentioning at one point that she felt pretty seasick. But we've been out here for a while now. Maybe it doesn't hit her when she's concentrating on something.
I think that means yes?
I'm sorry. I've never seen anyone look so ill before.
Don't worry about dinner right now. You just get some rest, okay?
Aw, are you tired, Hoodle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right. Something is definitely up with Shionne.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself. But then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
Wissen, was sie hat. Okay, wir sollen nach Ulzbek. Ulzbek. Oh, ich hab da was am Fuß? Ein Mäuschen am Fuß. Ich möchte aber erst irgendwo mal eben ein Lager herstellen. Waffe erstellen. Und Angel holen.
We've reached our destination.
Ich glaube, wir haben wieder genug Fische. So, erstmal hier verkaufen. Was gibt denn das alles? Ui, ja, doch nicht so viel, wie ich gedacht hätte. 27.000 für 6 Goldstücke, ein Wels, 3 Barsche, 2 Forellen, Piranha, Tipp. Achso, guck mal. Den Thunfisch verkaufen wir gar nicht. Den kann man verkochen. Würde aber auch 1500 bringen. Kann man auch farmen für Geld, okay. Erstmal Heilgegenstände gucken. Haben wir genug? Ja, genug. Davon kaufen wir einfach noch ein. Okay, passt. Jetzt Waffen schmieden. Ja. Ja. Die Sündenklinge können wir machen. Geil. Hi, Dark, mein Lieber. Na, oh, da hat er den Hammer wieder rausgepackt. Er hat seinen Hammer wieder gefunden. Wie geht's dir? Glühender Zahnpilz noch. Ich hab immer meinen Hammer. Ja, aber den hast du letzten Mal hast du den nicht ausgepackt, mein Lieber. Hast du nicht. So, das verstehe ich jetzt nicht. Den könnte ich machen, aber er sagt, ihm fehlt der verbesserte Tenebris-Stab. Ich habe den doch hier. Sogar ausgerüstet. Muss ich den erst abrüsten? Oder muss ich den jetzt nochmal machen? Oh. Dann halt so. Okay. Ba. Ach ja. Muss war beim Kasperle-Theater. Kasperle-Theater? Echt jetzt? Okay. Weil, okay. Hab ich mir schon gedacht, war mir nur nicht sicher, ob du das ernst meintest oder das auf die Wahl bezogen war. War ich auch schon. Juwelier, geil. Anders kann ich das nicht nennen, sorry. Alles gut. Beim TV-Triell meinte ich auch, schau mal die 3 von der Tankstelle. Nicht gesehen. Weiß nicht, was du meinst. Ba, 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 ba. Zu viel Stuff. Halbe AL kosten 20%. Chance auf halbe AL-Kosten. Alter, wie geil ist das denn? Na gut. Ich müsste das jetzt eigentlich alles noch upgraden, aber so viel, was wir upgraden müssen, das ist so teuer. Wo Laschet, Scholz und Ländchen sich die 3 TV-Duelle geliefert hatten. Ja, hab ich nicht gesehen. Deswegen konnte ich da nicht mitreden. Das war mir schon klar, dass es so in die Richtung geht, aber hab ich nicht gesehen. Kein Fernsehen. Kostet das eigentlich Geld? Ja, Aufwertungskosten da oben. Da oben steht's. Ba, ba, ba. Alles reinballern da. Halbe Kosten. Da, 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 da. La, 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 la. Das reicht erstmal so. Nein. Bahnhof. Machen wir eine Kuh, eine Müll. Mal Pferdchen, einmal Schäfchen und einmal Spaninchen. Okay. Fertig. Ach ja, Sündenklinge haben wir ja gemacht. Hahaha. Schnellere AL-Wiederherstellung, gib mir das. Erhöht kritische Schaden, gib mir als nächstes. Geil. Okay.
I always love.
Aussehen. Nee, wo ist denn jetzt die... Da. Sündenklinge, ja Mann. Geil. Okay. Ich weiß nicht, ne? Finde ich auch cool, aber... Nee. Lassen wir so. So, dann wollte ich jetzt noch die Angel holen. Oder die neue Belohnung.
Sound of hammers banging away.
Und dann gucken wir, dass wir uns irgendwie ein Raumschiff besorgen.
You know, don't you think we're running a little low on food?
Mal sehen. Oh, wie viele Fischarten du gefangen hast. Oh, 15 also. Hier habe ich was für dich. Oh, runder Popper. Ein lauter, auffälliger Oberflächenköder der Fische, die am Grund des Wassers schwimmen, einsaugen kann. Okay. Ich hätte lieber eine neue Angel gehabt, aber okay. Dann kriege ich dir eine neue Angel. Was Neues. Du hast bisher 17 Fischarten. Frosttal, Adansee, Schimmelfallwälder. An diesen Orten hast du noch nichts gefangen. Aha. Noch 3 mehr fängst. Okay, also bei 20. Na gut. Vor allem das Krasse ist, wenn man hier mal guckt, Angelnotizbuch, wir haben gerade mal 17 von 44 Fischen. Schon ein bisschen crank, ne? So. Nebenmission. Haben wir irgendwo neue Nebenmissionen? Nein. Achso, das ist, da ist Hauptquest. Da ist diese blöde Eisblume. Die schaffe ich noch nicht. Da müssen wir Bücher abgeben. Ja, okay. Dann, let's go.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Ach, der arme kleine Law. Law. So wie es in Linnys gerade aussieht, scheinen sie alle zurückzunehmen. Was? Alles zurücknehmen zu wollen, was wir erobert haben, meint ihr nicht? Okay.
Oh, just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danon disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegus.
Lenegus? Are you out of your damn mind?
Jo.
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor, but there's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way.
Okay. Na, bist du endlich fertig? Oh, ich habe dich gar nicht bemerkt, Flammenschwert. Und ich sehe... Du bist Law, oder? Sephys Sohn. Verdammt, wann bist du denn so in die Höhe geschossen? Nicht zu fassen, dass ein kleiner Wicht wie du mit dem Flammenschwert höchstpersönlich unterwegs ist. Dein alter Herr wäre super stolz auf dich. Geht ohne mich weiter. Ich komme später nach. Alles klar, Boss. Wir sehen uns, Law. Arbeite nicht zu hart. Kennst du den Typen?
I guess...
Nicht, dass ich wüsste. Und wenn ich ihn schon mal gesehen habe, dann als ich noch ganz klein war. Du hättest die Begrüßung wenigstens erwidern können. Ich bin der Grund, weshalb mein Vater nicht mehr lebt. Du weißt, wie sehr sie ihn hier bewundert haben. Law. Tut mir leid, dass ich uns abgelenkt habe. Gehen wir einfach. Och, Mann, Law. Hey, geht es Law gut? Nicht wirklich. Er nimmt sich Sephys Tod immer noch sehr zu Herzen. Kann ich gut verstehen. Selbst wenn es nicht seine Schuld war, ist das eine große Last, die er in seinen jungen Jahren auf den Schultern trägt. Ja, aber er gibt sein Bestes, um darüber hinwegzukommen. Ich bin überzeugt, dass er es schafft. Gut, ich brauche deine Unterstützung. Es ist immer noch ein Kind. Er ist immer noch ein Kind und auch noch Sephys einziges.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Calaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels!
Okay, Law.
Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile!
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
Oh Mann. Ins Gasthaus wollte ich bitte einmal. Einmal essen und schlafen. Ja, bitte kochen. So, was machen wir denn Feines? Angriff, KP heilen nach Kampf. Erfahrungsboost hätte ich eigentlich gerne. Wie viel? Wir haben schon wieder nur eine Meerbrasse. Kampfpunkte, gelassene Objekte. Mehr seltenes Erz. Wäre natürlich auch geil, ne? Erhöhte Menge Erz. Was ist denn heiliges Mahl? Geil. Bock. Königsfisch. Das sieht alles so lecker aus. Ich würde mal das Sandwich machen, einfach nur um zu wissen, was heiliges Mahl ist. Achso, lässt sich die schwieriger Was? Lässt sich schwieriger auffinden bei Kontakt mit gegnerischen Icons. Aha. Nö. Das wollen wir nicht. Was ist dann dunkles Mal? Lässt sich leichter auffinden beim Kontakt mit gegnerischen Icons. Wir machen jetzt Erze. Haben wir mehr seltene Erze oder... Nee, ich mache mehr Menge. Da, das mache ich. Ja.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Gemüsesaft. Nom, nom, nom. Jetzt habe ich gar nicht geguckt, wie lange der wirkt. Egal. So, dann müssen wir jetzt durch die Sardinenschlucht. War das richtig? Ja. Aber ich hätte gedacht, dass das eher da ist, wo wir jetzt hin müssen. Aber anscheinend nicht, okay. Also müssen wir durch die Sardinenschlucht Richtung Shionne Bergwerkstatt. Wir laufen aber, weil dann nehme ich die Ärzte nämlich auf dem Weg einfach mit. Außerdem hat er ja irgendwas vom riesengroßen Sugel gesagt. Zeugel, Sugel, wie auch immer. Ich weiß nicht, ob der jetzt hier auf dem Weg ist oder schon im Bergwerk. Ich vermute mal eher, dass der in den Stollen dann schon ist. Ja, gib mir mehr Erze. Oh, Level 7.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely
Yep.
worked up a sweat.
Bing, 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 bing. Erze über Erze. Guck mal, die blöde Gottesdienstbieterin hier ist auch weg. Ach, ist das schön.
We should be able to cook here.
Aber wir haben doch erst gekocht, Kisara. Brauchen wir nicht. Brauchen Erze.
It's quite
Viele
hot here.
Erze.
The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Irgendwie scheint es nicht jedes Mal zu bocken mit, dass mehr Erze rauskommen. Habe ich das Gefühl.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
Ach, wie schön. Hier haben sie sich das erste Mal berührt. So, wo ist jetzt der fette Zeugel? Na, das jetzt da vorne nehmen wir noch mit, bevor wir da lang laufen. Parallaxstein, Stufe 5. Das hat sich doch schon wieder gelohnt, den kleinen Umweg zu machen. So.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law.
Haben sie doch noch ein neues Gebiet versteckt, ey. Oh, hier gibt es bestimmt die Flammenkerne für die anderen Waffen. Bergvulkan.
So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Ach, stellt euch alle nicht so an. Boah, das ist ganz schön groß, ja? Flammenmasse.
Where are you going?
Yours to be let free.
Illuminate the star! Holy glimmer!
Burn in hell!
It's a duel of the arts! A chain between heaven and earth! Here!
Dragon Swarm!
Far
We
enough!
got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
An astral.
All yours. Azure Storm!
Vanquish darkness! Radiant light! Back into the
Ow, ow, ow.
Mega ray!
Mirage!
Divine streak! One more time! in! Glacial spear!
Azure Storm!
Now!
Rimwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Looks like we got them all.
Nee, mystischer Lumina-Kern. Okay. Ich hätte jetzt irgendwie mit diesen Flammengedöns
We seem
gerechnet,
to have
was wir
come across
brauchen.
something a little unusual.
Vielleicht geben die das.
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Ow.
No more playing nice! You have to aim for the bright area on their back! This is right here! I got where are you going? Hurricane strike!
You're mine!
Going in!
It's almost too strong.
I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I'll heal you! Hurricane strike!
Ignite!
Going in!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Raining Slash!
What? How would I do without you?
Save you!
Ready to go! Annihilate!
Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm!
Oh, violent darting wind!
Here I come!
Now through all!
Far enough!
Here, let me help!
Take this!
You're finished!
First
Azure
aid.
Storm!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Take this!
Azure Storm!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Vanquish darkness.
Ich sehe manchmal nicht, was ich anvisiert habe, ne? Ah, den Stein. Also. So. Ja, jetzt habe ich den Stein anvisiert.
Piercing roar. Hurricane Mega Ray. On guard. Lightning condemned.
Dragon Force!
Here, let me help illuminate this.
You're mine.
This one's mine. Going in.
Azure Storm!
Make it rain. Now.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Na, tsching. Was kriegen wir da jetzt?
I've been doing really
Da,
great
Flammenstein.
lately.
Die brauchen wir. Aber ein bisschen mehr als nur einen. Gothic-Kleid. Ein Kleid, das im traditionellen dänischen Webeverfahren gefertigt wurde. Heute beherrscht niemand mehr das Weben der hübschen Muster. Bitteschön, Shionne. War das zufällig auch? Ach, lol, sie hat das auch. Okay. Können alle anziehen, oder? Das Bauern. Lol. Bei ihr ist das ja fast schon wieder niedlich, ne? Aber nein. Lassen wir das. FP hatten wir genug? Bei irgendwem? Da. Okay. So, ich würde mal kurz ein Päuschen machen. Kurz einen zweiten Kaffee machen. Und dann begeben wir uns hier durch den Vulkan auf der Suche nach einem Raumschiff. Blende hier Pause mit ein, weil wegen Essen, dass der Essensbach nicht abläuft. Und wir sehen uns gleich wieder, ihr Lieben. Bis gleich. So, da sind wir wieder. Ah, noch ein Käffchen, wie fein. Hm. Na, kleiner Mann. So. Let's go. Durch den Vulkan. Links, Mitte. Mitte geht's, glaube ich, gar nicht rüber, oder? Kann man da rüberspringen? Nee. Okay, oder? Nee. Oh, was war das denn? Oh, da unten sind Viechers. Kommen wir noch hin. Achso, ich bin auch noch gar nicht in der Mitte. Hier ist die Mitte. Ah. Never mind, okay. Tja, da kommen wir niemals hochgeklettert. Ach stimmt, Dohalim hat noch gar keine Spezialkraft, ne? Kommt jetzt. Den Anschein macht es. Überlass es mir. Warte mal, du willst doch keine Stabhochsprung-Einlage abliefern, oder? Oh, den Gedanken hatte ich noch gar nicht. Aber trete nur zurück, ich kümmere mich darum. Mit seinen Erdkräften wahrscheinlich lässt er dann die Ranken wachsen. Das ist cool. Müssen wir wahrscheinlich lang, oder? Dann gehen wir erst hier hin.
Little help! Healing art!
Here I come! Ignite!
Bang! Bang!
Dragon Swarm!
Take this! Hurricane Strike!
Radiant Blast!
Their hide is thick as armor!
Mine! Azure Storm!
Nothing gets
Dragon
by me!
Swarm!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
I'm here to stop it.
Ah! Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing art! Illuminate the
Throw away!
On guard! Holy clip! Holy land!
Sonic! I'll take you all on! Azure Storm!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Sleep now! Let's get you off!
Raining Blast! Dragon
Doch
Swarm!
zurückgehalten.
Azure Storm!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got!
Well done!
Meine Ulti nicht gemacht.
Vanquish dark!
Here I come! Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer! Divine!
Raining Blast!
Radiant!
Here I come!
Ah,
Here, let me help!
Azure Storm!
Raging Cascade!
Pierce through!
Going
Come
make it
on!
rain!
Come on!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
ach, das war wieder zu schnell. Hab ich gesehen, welches Erz ich gekriegt habe. Rinwell hat ausreichend FP. Sehr schön, hat sie das auch voll. Das haben wir voll, das haben wir voll. Das noch nicht. Das haben wir voll. Novizentraining, abgeschlossene Nebenquest und ziembarer Zorn. Eis... Oh! Ich müsste mal Eiscreme zubereiten. Machen wir erst das hier weiter. Schnellere Magie aufladen. Klingt gut. Okay. Dann lassen wir jetzt mal Dohalim seine Dinge tun.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Warum nicht, Dohalim? Du bist jetzt der Dünger der Gruppe. Klingt doch gut.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
Oh, Shiny. Oh. Der hier?
We're in for a long slog with this
Where
one.
are you going? Eat dirt!
Strike!
Hear me!
Azure
Flame of
Storm!
fury! Burning!
Dazzle!
This one's mine!
Magic Phoenix!
Pierce evil! Marvelous!
Live in your dreams.
Ist auch möglich, den zu unterbrechen.
Freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Leave the
Shionne,
enemy's
will you
arms
take
to
care
me.
of them?
No sooner said than
No
done.
complaints here!
Azure Storm!
Water! Now let's go!
I'll stop your movement.
And
And
I'll
I'll
stop your life.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Take this!
A
Azure
wailing
Storm!
banshee of lightning!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Dragon
here.
Swarm! Strike!
Time to shine! Mega ray!
Here I come!
Watch him sweep!
Make it rain.
Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got!
Well done!
You're mine! Azure
Going in
Storm!
Rachel's Spear.
Dragon Form!
Too much to handle. Now.
Dohalim! All yours, Kisara.
Step back. This one's all law.
Bing, bing, bing. So viele Erze. Nice. Brauchen mehr von den...
Is this a joke?
This one's mine.
No escape!
Here, let me help.
Swarm!
On guard. First aid.
I owe you one.
Desperate.
Take cover when it curls up!
Tiger blade.
Make it
The airborne scout.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Blah blah blah.
Bla bla bla.
No escape! Dazzle!
Fall back in their defenses.
Glad you have your uses.
Azure Storm!
I'll show you how useful I can be.
No escape! Azure Storm!
Going in!
Water. Hear my call. Take water. Frost and
It's
red.
over.
Freeze lancer. Dance in the wind. Sleep now.
Feel
Time
good.
for more for the stockpile.
Blow away!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
My face is starting to sting, and my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shionne?
Ah.
Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Die brauchen wir. Aber erstmal geradeaus gucken, was da ist. Ganz viel Erz zum Pimpen. Und Money. Wir brauchen mehr Money.
No choice!
Vanquish Dark Flame. Reload.
Azure Storm!
Lunar corruption. Burst. Divine
Carve through armor! The bigger they are, the harder they fall!
Here.
Do it! Keep up!
Frozen.
Hammer!
Das war der schnellste Fight überhaupt.
Now that's what I call ice!
Together, I knew we could do
Oh.
it.
Wir haben keinen Flammendings gekriegt, keinen Flammenstein. Das ist belastend. Das ist jetzt nur eine Abkürzung nach oben, oder? Machen wir trotzdem. Doch, der fällt da oben weg. Oh. Okay, haben uns quasi eine Abkürzung aufgemacht. Sehr gut.
I'm okay, guys.
Okay. Orangen-Chile.
Out of our way. May 1,000 gales carry you to
I'm
shred.
not done!
Falling storm!
Here I go.
Raining
Grab
Splash!
the nail.
If it curls up, time to get out of the way.
Now.
Shionne,
Go for it.
prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it?
Not a chance!
Not by a long shot.
Eat dirt!
Inferno crossing!
This
This
Azure
one's mine!
Storm!
I'll take
This
you
one
all
keeps
on!
charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it.
Slayer
I'll leave it to you!
Inferno
You're
crossing!
mine!
This one's
No
mine!
escape!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go.
Crescent Moon!
Waterfall.
Inferno crossing! Denied!
This'll come in
Watch
handy.
it, this
Take
one's
this!
mine!
Dragon Swarm! Azure Storm!
Photon flat.
No escape!
From
You're mine!
Look sharp!
I'm not done!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Okay, wer hat den letzten Flammenstein gegeben? War jetzt... War doch gar kein Golem bei. Da ist ein Golem bei.
Go no first.
Das Ding.
Where are you going?
Take this!
Water, get behind me!
Inferno
Sonic
crossing.
Thrust!
Are those rocks that spin? Now, astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Stopp. Das andere Viech.
Dragon Form!
I can do this all day.
This one's all mine!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Azure Storm!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Sonic Thrust!
Do it. Dance in the
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
radiant
Was war noch die hier?
I'm out of ammo.
Azure Storm! Strike!
Let me help. First aid.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Brigandine. Leichte Rüstung, die mit zahllosen Metallstreifen versehen ist. So ist sie äußerst flexibel und passt sich genau der Körperform ihres Trägers an.
That equipment should come in handy.
Ist das für Kisara oder ist das für ihn? Oh, die ist aber schlechter. Ha. Weil wir schon die Gute haben aus dem Duell. Egal. Bam, 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 bam.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Annihilation.
Azure Storm!
Shy to come over? Here, let's see. How do you like being pounded into
Dragon
shape?
Form!
Denied. All right. And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
It's over! I'm not done! Azure Storm! Sonic Thrust!
Dance in the wind.
Blaze
Energy. Magic is there.
Blow away! Azure Storm!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
Time to shine.
Azure
Make it
Storm!
red.
Kisara!
Commander of Heavens.
Phoenix Cyclone. I got it.
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Whoa.
Callous.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I never miss.
You wanna play?
Don't mind if I do.
Here I come!
Raging storm.
This one's
Here I
mine.
go. Let's go.
Radiant Thrust!
Make it red.
Kisara!
Commander of Heavens.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Nice technique.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Lol. Okay.
Over so soon.
9 Flammenstein, sehr gut. Das ist gut. Was er alles kann, unglaublich.
This
Und
bridge
sogar
will
Brücken
hold
bauen.
itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Mystisches Gewand. Ein Gewand mit Wasser-Astralenergie. Es stößt einen unsichtbaren Nebel aus, der jegliche Angriffe auf den Träger abmildert. Winwell. Ja, besser. Hi, Golem.
Best.
Ignite! Azure Storm!
Corruption.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll smash you!
Back into the fray. Annihilation.
My head's spinning just right.
The flashing part's their weak point.
Prepare to be sealed!
Wow.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy land. Falling
Azure Storm!
Do it. Make it red. Astral energy.
Say no more. This could be useful.
No, noch
What
mehr
is
Money.
this?
Da müssen wir runter. Ja. Geht wir erst hier lang.
Here, let me help.
Damn it!
Illuminate
Going.
the
No
I'm
escape!
ready. Confiscated.
Look Try harder!
Crumble. Lightning. Hurricane.
Azure Storm!
Look
This one's all
I'll
mine!
heal you all.
Take this!
They're all coming after me.
I'm
Do
coming,
it.
Leroy.
Kikara. Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
Now! Take this!
All thanks to you.
You picked the wrong fight!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Where are
A
you
wailing
going?
Banshee of lightning. Here's a healing
Azure
in here.
Storm!
First
Pierce
aid.
through.
Let's get you all tucked away.
Denied.
Freezing storm. Dance in the wind.
Take this!
Sleep now.
Dragon
Oh,
Swarm!
baby, this one.
Going in.
Up and running. Back into the
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Here's a healing
through.
Raging
Take
Day.
this!
Mine.
I'm not done!
Nein, das war
Mirage! Inferno! Azure Storm! Pierce through!
That's an interesting stance.
It's part of the Renin style.
A style made of both sides.
You're feistier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
sehr gut. Salbei. Maximale KP. Wer hat denn am wenigsten? Ich glaube immer noch Winwell, ne? Ich gebe aber Shionne.
That's far enough.
No escape!
The call. Not on my watch.
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane
Glacial speed.
Ich will nicht Winwell spielen.
Come one, come all!
Azure Storm!
Armor won't save you.
Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now.
We're not done! Azure Storm! Here I come! Mirage! Azure Storm! It's over! You're mine!
I never miss.
Dragon Swarm!
Water. Glacial fire.
Azure Storm!
Glacial storm.
Dragon Swarm! Take this!
Hört doch mal auf, die immer so hoch zu wirbeln. Mein Gott. Kommt ja keiner mehr ran.
Thank goodness we won.
So viele Erze. Ananasgelee. Goldenes Gelee.
I'll do my best.
Not in your dreams.
Going
Here I
The
come!
shadows. Gale force. Banana, let's go.
It's go time!
Make it rain.
Shionne, astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. A chain between heaven and earth. The flashing parts their weak points. Ice tornado.
Their arts were interrupted.
Divine state dance in the
No more
wind.
playing nice.
Rain is
No
up.
escape!
Far enough.
A chain between heaven and earth. Astral energy.
Say no more.
I'll heal you all.
Hurricane strike.
Not today!
Healing circle. Dance in the wind. Air blue corruption.
This one's mine.
A chain between heaven and
It's time to finish this.
Mach kaputt, Shionne.
Die. Consuming wildfire.
I'll heal you all.
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle.
Azure
Let's
Storm!
keep up the pressure.
Here I come!
Hurricane
A
strike.
wailing radiant. Hold on to your
Make it rain.
Here I come. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Okay, so. Da waren wir überall. Das heißt, wir können jetzt da runter. Waren wir da oben auch schon runter? Ja, okay.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
Okay, absolut. Absoluter Schutz für ein absolut gutes Gefühl. Das war die Leitlinie für dieses, was? Diese Defensivausrüstung, Kettenpanzer, leichter Rüstung und Panzer. Das dürfte jetzt aber für unseren, ja, cool. Jetzt haben wir fast keine HP mehr. Achso, jetzt können wir runterspringen. Ups, falsche Taste. Sorry. Dann tun wir das und laufen wir nochmal zurück. Ich möchte hier alles mitnehmen. Alle Gegner, alle Ärzte, alles.
Right, here we go.
I never miss. Here goes.
Armor won't save you!
Hurricane fly here. Sleep now.
Azure Storm!
This'll come in handy.
Dragon Swarm!
On guard.
Pierce through! Aim for the weak spot! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Divine
I'm
savior.
not done! Burn!
Now for the burning storm.
Hold nothing back! Prepare to be sealed!
Air thrust.
Sonic thrust!
A chain between
Pierce
heaven and
through.
earth. Hurricane
Dragon
Do it
Swarm.
now.
Commander of Heavens! Phoenix Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
Glacial fire!
Dazzle.
Lunar Rush! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help. Illuminate the
See what I can do!
On guard. Holy
Pierce
glitter.
through!
Hurricane flight. Holy land.
Dragon
Now.
Swarm!
Mine. Frozen.
Hammer!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Hi, little. Hurricane
I'm not done!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth. Holy glitter.
away.
Holy
Shattering
land.
of pieces!
Not in your dreams. Here, let me help.
It's on!
Steel force.
Azure Storm!
One
Take
at a
this.
time. I'm
Ruin
ready.
it.
Do it. Shionne, astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Hurricane. Naturally.
This
one's mine.
I'm not done!
Hurricane squall.
Dragon Swarm.
Hear my call.
Sonic thrust!
Red.
Pierce
How
through!
about this?
No escape!
Sonic strike through all. Now.
Kisara! Commander of Heavens! Phoenix Cyclone!
Firmament render. Go. Mega ray.
Ha! Ignite!
Annihilation. This one's
Here I come! Azure Storm!
Glacial spear.
Dragon
Here's the
Swarm!
evil. Do it now.
In an instant! Impact Cross!
No complaints from me.
So, und dann ihr noch.
Seriously?
Here
Is this a
comes
joke?
water. Hear my call.
Flew away!
Spread.
Azure
Glacial spear.
Storm!
Here's the evil.
Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready.
Take this!
Freeze laser.
I'm
Gone. Shining supernova.
Dragon
They're
Swarm!
surrounding us. Tiger blade.
I'm not done!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Look sharp!
Now.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Firmament render.
Now! Take this!
Annihilation. Marrow
Dragon
claw.
Swarm!
Where are you going?
The Flynwell!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
I'm not done!
Reload.
I'll smash you!
Tiger blade.
Radiant
Illuminate the dark. Magic
Blue
and
away.
Holy land.
Azure
The
Storm.
chain between heaven and earth.
Dragon Swarm!
Burning strike.
Glacial
Glacial astral energy.
Oh Gott.
Say no more!
Hurricane
Azure Storm!
On guard.
You require help.
Waterfall.
Take this!
Sealed.
Raining
I'll be
Strike!
saving this one.
Inferno crossing!
Geht ab hier. So.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Hier noch irgendwas? Nee. Dann können wir weitergehen. Oh. Jetzt kommt der große Zeuge. What the fuck? Ach, den haben wir ja schon im zweiten Opening gesehen, aber holy.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Der gedacht,
Do
das ist
you
der
think
Endboss
this
oder
might
so?
have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go!
Holy shit. Ich will nicht.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Soll ich dich denn treffen?
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
Suddenly turning tail
Kann ich mal
doesn't seem
angreifen?
so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Fragezeichen lesen.
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Here I come! Strike!
Primed and
Blow
ready.
away.
Divine Savior!
Now you see what I can do!
Inferno crossing!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich auf dem Kern bin oder nicht.
Leave it
Jetzt
to
bin ich
you.
auf dem Kern.
Lunar Tiger Blade! There you go! Lunar,
Igneous discharge!
Burn!
Illumination!
Also heißt es jetzt Ads bekämpfen oder was?
Igneous discharge!
Mega Ray!
My head's spinning just watching you! I'm gone!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Not in your dreams!
Azure Storm! Dragon
Lunar
Swarm!
Arc!
Blow away! Here I come! Azure Storm!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Now you see what I can do!
I can handle it! This one's mine!
Sonic Thrust!
Here's a healing art.
The
Clear it
flame
up.
inside me yearns to be
Got
let
it.
free!
Now's our chance. Raging Storm!
Mach kaputt das Ding.
Celestial!
Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm!
Ah, weg, 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 weg aus dem Strahl. Danke, hallo.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Rimmo!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Macht das dem jetzt Schaden?
Here's a healing art.
Nee.
Aw, too shy.
Never mind.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm all
Igneous! I'll take you all on! Ha!
Das Viech denn kaputt.
Flare Demolisher!
For this
Water snake, wait!
Hurricane Strike! Healing Circle!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Okay,
here I
Hurricane Holy Glimmer! You going in? Rain between heaven and earth!
No
A
escape!
wailing Banshee of Lightning!
over.
This one's mine!
Dragon
Divine
Swarm!
Savior! Magic and
Azure
Dana
Storm!
Ray!
Ready to flare!
Amazing.
Here I come!
Art expert coming through!
This one's our line!
Fantastic! Here's the evil!
Now my
Freeze
clothes are
laser!
Dragon
Let
Swarm!
me at him!
I'll heal you all!
I'm not done!
Denied!
Steel
Dragon
Force!
Swarm!
Healing Circle!
Okay,
A chain
here
between
I
heaven
go.
and earth!
Azure
A
Storm!
wailing Banshee of Astral Energy!
Say no more!
So, Ads sind weg. Kann ich jetzt irgendwie dich angreifen?
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting.
Not in
An
your
astral
dreams.
art?
Ready, that's my cue!
I'm not done! Shut him down!
Do it, This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning!
Not a chance!
A chain between
Storm!
heaven and earth!
Dragon Swarm!
A wailing
Azure
Banshee of
Storm!
Lightning! I'm all stuffed up!
Strike!
Mega Ray!
You're finished!
Don't mind if I do.
Try harder! My turn!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got no
Don't tip your hand, though.
As impressive as always.
Weg. Aber
Make it rain!
Improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shionne actually look
Make it
flustered.
rain! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
I'll bring you back from
I can handle it!
könntest du dich erst heilen, bitte? Mann, Shionne.
Ready to go.
Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem.
They're all
Hold on to your art. Here I
I owe
come.
you one.
Danke.
Lightning condemned.
Azure Storm!
Blade.
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the blah blah blah.
No escape!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Renwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Glacial
Spear.
It's on! Dragon
Was soll bei dir denn alles achten, Alter?
Here, let me help.
The power of light! I owe you one.
Nail.
Dragon Swarm!
Corruption. Where are you going?
Azure Storm! Dragon
Here,
Swarm!
let me help. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Firmament render. Hang flat in your dreams.
Look sharp! Azure Storm!
Ja.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't be controlled.
Take this! Ignite!
Appreciate the help.
Dragon Swarm!
Art seal.
Azure Storm!
Plenty left.
Take this!
Photon. Healing circle. Confiscated.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm not done! Here I come!
Go.
All right.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah. You too. Glacial. This one's mine. Blah blah blah.
Do it! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Ah, und jetzt noch der Golem.
Now you see what I can do!
Azure Storm!
Tiger Blade!
Sonic Thrust!
Lion Cowl!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Tiger
The
Blade!
flame inside me yearns to be let free! Ignite!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Azure Storm! Dragon Swarm! Rain!
Piercing roar!
No escape!
Flag assault!
Azure Storm! I'm not done! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down. In here. I'll be
Here I
free in
come.
an instant.
Raus da, raus da, raus da, raus da.
Where are you going?
What
Now.
real pain feels
Nah.
like?
Renwell! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Ja, wo soll denn das denn so
It's about
gehen?
to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do,
Könntest du bitte
please stay
heilen?
safe. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it. Just watch and learn. That's enough!
Hab ich das gerade nicht gesehen, hätte ich das gerade schon machen können.
Go back down!
Wenn ihr jetzt gewonnen hättet. Echt jetzt? What the fuck?
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Ja, let's go. Unerbittliches Lodern. Was haben wir denn jetzt da? Schnelleres Laden von flammende Schneider. Eine flammende Schneiderexplosion. Einäscherungswelle, das ist es, glaube ich, ne? Mal gucken. Geheimer Schlüssel. Der Schlüssel für eine bestimmte Tür in Kalakia. Allein beim Anblick fragt man sich, was hinter der Türschwelle liegt. Okay. Ja, Einäscherungswelle heißt das Ding. Einäscherungswelle. Ja. Hi. Aber wir machen erst das hier fertig. Ja.
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
Stufe 1? Okay. Was sind wir denn jetzt? Inneres Heiligtum. Okay. Oh, dann können wir Waffen machen.
Hey, is that it over there?
Raumschiff. Aber, einmal verkaufen. Ja, danke. Müssen wir kaufen? Nö, nicht wirklich. Das sollte reichen. Hier gibt's auch nichts. Okay. Waffenschicht. Ja. Die können wir noch machen. Wir haben auch von allem genug. Das heißt, das stellen wir einmal her, aber rüsten es nicht aus. Ich will alles einmal haben. Okay. Knöcherner Steel, dunkle Mähne brauchen wir noch. Okay. So, die stellen wir her und rüsten die aus. Ist das ein Fisch? Achso, da haben wir schon die bessere von. Okay. Wollte ich die nicht nochmal machen? Chamäleonhaut. Und schon eine Klaue. Aber wir können das machen. Ja. Nur noch das. Ackerbau für Profis. Auch wie süß. Okay, Bauernhofzaun. Lol. Den müssen wir noch bauen. Den haben wir noch nicht. Den bauen wir, aber rüsten den nicht aus. Okay. Dann haben wir schon den besseren. Gewittertes Schild haben wir auch schon den besseren. Okay. Fertigen und ausrüsten. Ach, jetzt fehlt uns Kohle. RIP. Uns fehlt Kohle. No. Hm. Okay, jetzt haben wir erstmal wieder 64, davon können wir auch noch. Hui. So. Noch irgendwas so viel? Davon können wir noch 10 verkaufen. Yep. 16. So. Und dann können wir noch für diese Karotte so geil. Den aber nicht ausrüsten. Okay. Gut. Diese Karotte, ey. Was brauchen wir dafür? Dunkle Mähne? Ist die auch sowas? Pseudo-Gießkanne? Die habe ich schon hergestellt. So, cool. Oh Mann. So, Mähne brauchen wir. Chamäleonhaut, verwunschene Klaue. Glühender Zahn. Also seine habe ich auch schon. Die sind auch sehr cute. Ja, und er hat die Missgabel. Die habe ich auch schon. Mit Schweinchen dran. Oh. Okay. Bauernhof ist da fertig? Ja. 10. Noch eine Kuh. Nur mal normales Schwein. Pferd. Zubehör. Eine müssen wir erstmal nur aufwerten, ne? Hm. Machen wir das so? Klasse. Wer hat die 2 Einser nicht los? Und versuchen wir die beiden noch zu machen. Bei den Vierern muss ich ein bisschen mit auf die Fähigkeiten gucken. Kriegen wir das auch hin hier? Ich glaube ja, wir haben so viele Ärzte. So many Ärzte. Zwei. Bap. Reicht erstmal. Könnten halt jetzt noch hier, ne? Das ist aber eigentlich schon gut, so wie es ist. Zauberemblem. Was hat die? Elementarangriff 15, Angriff 60, Niederträgung 20. Was können wir denn daraus machen? Wir haben noch ein Zauberemblem Stufe 5. Da. Erhöhte Aggression muss da runter. Ja. Dann machen wir Elementarangriff 60 da drauf für Dings. Nee. Oder doch, da hat es zweimal Elementarangriff. Geht das? Dann macht die Resistenz mit drüber. Aber erstmal müssen wir das abwählen, weil sonst geht das nicht.
checked your equipment lately?
Fertigkeit übertragen. So, wir wollten jetzt als Grundding das da haben. Und übertragen wollten wir davon. Was? Durchdringung braucht ihr aber eigentlich auch nicht, ne? Das heißt, ihr könnt auch Elementarangriff nochmal draufklatschen. Ich gucke mal, ob das geht. Das geht. Hoho. Und dann übertragen wir noch irgendwo. Habe ich noch irgendwo. Scheiße, habe ich noch irgendwo 60 Elementarschaden? Nee, Resistenz wollte ich, ne? Ja. Ne, hier, das machen wir noch drauf. Hä? Achso, scheiße. Falsch rum. Ich muss ja erst wieder das auswählen. Ja. Mhm. Da. Sehr gut. So, was können wir nur noch pimpen? Sie hat auch nur Stufe 4. Sie braucht auch was mit maximaler KP, erhöhter Aggression und Angriff. Was haben wir denn da? Stufe 5. Verteidigung. Seltenheitsfunde, Angriff, Elementarverteidigung, Lichtschaden, mehr Seltenheitsfunde. Achso, das ist seiner. Hm. Und er halt hat auch nur Scheiße. Mal eben gucken, was wir den beiden noch geben. Erstmal kriegt Winwell ihr Kram. Ups. Dann legen wir das mal ab und das mal ab und gucken, dass wir den beiden auch noch was Dolles bauen. Zubehör. Was haben wir hier denn noch? Elementarverteidigung. Den möchte ich noch ganz gern pimpen. Ich bin eigentlich noch nicht bereit, Fünfer da reinzuballern. Aber wir haben auch noch genug Vierer. Ba, 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 ba. Hm. So, 40 Punkte noch. So. Dann kriegt B nämlich, glaube ich, Kisara. Das war jetzt Mucki-Amulett, ne? Mucki-Amulett. Da, Mucki-Reif. Angriff, selten Lichtschaden. Maximale KP, BA-Aufladerate kann sie haben. Und da übertragen wir dann 2 Sachen drauf. So, den nehmen wir. Und übertragen. Braucht den Aggressionsdingsens da. Hm? Und dann am besten noch irgendwas mit Resistenzen oder so, würde ich sagen, oder? Oder Angriff? Elementarverteidigung? Achso, ach, ich habe wieder falsch rumgedacht. Mann, ich muss doch erst das und dann nehmen wir da die Verteidigung. Oh. Ja. So, das ist jetzt für sie. Was geben wir jetzt? Was geben wir denn jetzt noch? Dohalim. Geistreif, 1 HP nach Besiegen eines Gegners wiederherstellen. Seltenheitsfunde. Das ist die Frage. Geben wir ihnen den hier oder den hier? Ein HP nach Besiegen eines Gegners, das ist halt nicht wirklich viel, oder? Wir geben ihn mal. Das heißt, den pimpen wir und machen rein. Maximale KP. Hm. Ich würde davon den Angriff nehmen. Davon die KP, so. Da, 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 da. Dann kriegt er noch den Angriff drauf. Weil der geht mir auf Elementarangriff, oder? Warte mal. Noch irgendwas mit Elementarangriff? 20. Kriegt er den Geistreif. Dann haben wir ja für alle was. So. Nee, der nicht. Der. Und du kriegst den Geistreif. Das sieht gut aus. So. Okay. Dann hier ist jetzt zum Heilen, ne? Speichern. In die Zubehörer kann man sehr viel Zeit stecken.
Alvin,
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before.
Wahrscheinlich deins.
This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
Fliegen wir jetzt echt nach Lenegis?
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Okay. Das klang schon so, dass wir, wenn wir jetzt da hingehen, erstmal kein Nebenkram mehr machen können. Ah, belastend. Belastend, belastend. Selbst wenn Dana befreit wird, werden die Danea nie vor dem Verrat durch die Renea sicher sein, solange Lenegis existiert. Der einzige Weg, um dorthin zu gelangen, ist mit einem Raumschiff. Diese befinden sich jedoch alle auf Lenegis, mit einer Ausnahme. Das Raumschiff von Alphen vor 300 Jahren hinunter zum Planeten brachte. Die Suche danach ist im vollen Gange. Ja, wir haben es gefunden.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shionne and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
Als ob.
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shionne and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana, I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shionne can finally get rid of her thorns. Shionne?
Huh? Yeah.
Was stimmt denn mit ihr nicht? Mann. Schlafen die so? Sehr unbequem.
Where? Shionne?
Die pennen echt alle im Sitzen, ey. Unglaublich. Ah, deine Gruppe hat sich aufgelöst.
Where'd Shionne go? How could she just go off on her own?
Jetzt mal die Aussicht genießen. Oh. Schön. Da ist sie.
Shionne. Shionne! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Sie will nach Lit.
Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Erklärt sie uns jetzt.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shionne. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan.
Aber jetzt will sie nicht mehr sterben.
But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shionne, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shionne!
Alvin?
Only living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen! We can fight this! We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Das ist so schön.
Shionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone.
Ah, diese Musik.
In a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Tja, wie mag es ausgehen? Wird es wirklich ein Happy End? Ich weiß es nicht. So.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shionne is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shionne doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shionne in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
how you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shionne's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shionne wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shionne doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shionne what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Also ich habe ein ganz, ganz schlechtes Gefühl, was ein Happy End angeht. Also ich glaube, sie muss... nicht. Aber ich habe das Gefühl, dass sie sich opfern wird, um alle zu retten. Ist übel.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard? How could I?
Fair enough.
Shionne's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shionne's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Ach, Sweetie.
Did you know?
You mean about Shionne?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shionne, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shionne. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
Ja, dann gucken wir mal, was Shionne noch zu sagen hat.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shionne.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shionne. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you, until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
So schön. Alle wieder zusammen, okay.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Ja, nee, machen wir noch nicht. Machen wir noch nicht. Es sei denn, ich kann jetzt nicht mehr porten, aber kann ich, okay. Nee. Wir machen Schluss für heute. Wir machen dann nächstes Wochenende Finale. Weil ich gehe safe davon aus, dass ein leniges Finale ist. Und ich möchte jetzt nicht noch leniges anfangen. Ich weiß nicht, wie lange das geht. Ich denke mal schon, dass wir da noch so ein paar Stündchen unterwegs sein werden. Das machen wir dann ganz entspannt nächsten Freitag. Dann kann ich bis dahin noch ein bisschen grinden, ein paar Nebenmissionen versuchen und so. Und nee, doch, das ist ein guter Plan. Wir speichern hier. Level sind wir denn jetzt? 43. Ich habe auch keinen Bock, heute nochmal zu heulen. Einmal heulen reicht. Und wie gesagt, ich vermute, dass es kein Happy End geben wird. Ich habe es irgendwie so im Gefühl, ich hoffe natürlich nicht, aber... Holy moly. So, los? Gar keiner da. Na, dann machen wir heute mal so aus. Dann machen wir heute mal ohne Raid aus. Ist gar keiner da. So, was haben wir heute Sonntag? Wir sehen uns am Mittwoch mit New World. MMO-Mittwoch ist wieder am Start. Bis dahin wünsche ich euch einen schönen Restsonntag, ein schönes restliches Wochenende, einen schönen Start in die Woche morgen. Lasst euch nicht ärgern. Wir sehen uns am Mittwoch. Bis dahin. Tschüss.